Conjunction, junction, what's your function? First of all, you just reminded me of Saturday when you got your fucking bun wrapped in the middle of a fucking party.
Okay.
The bitch walked up and said,
Because you want to be over
now
here.
you got a
talking,
bun.
Say, now you got a bun. Oh my God. Who let you bitches out the
Pam.
cage this weekend?
Pam, okay?
Yes, call
Don't
us
start
Pam.
your fucking shit, okay?
Pam and Gina.
Bitch, it's Gina in the house. And Pam sucking on yours.
What's up, y'all? We back.
It's another week and we back with another episode. In my Dr. Dre voice, it's the next episode.
Don't ever do that again.
My voice was too deep, like we were talking about in the last
You
episode.
got to be more careful. Let us know. You somebody. Let me know.
Don't worry, y'all. I'm a lady. Okay? Welcome back, y'all, for another episode of To Each His Own podcast. I'm Chrissy, y'all. Honest, you gonna introduce yourself or no?
I was about to speak.
Long ass pause, bitch.
I had to wipe my whistle.
Whistle while you twerk.
It is I, Sunkish.
The fuck?
I'm so sorry, y'all. I had to wet my whistle. I took a little sip of my juice. That's what took me so long. Sorry. I didn't. And then I was like, ooh, bitch, you did cheers. It just all hit me at once. The shit hit the fan, as you can see. But we are here. And cheers.
I am
prepared
to be sick of you. Because you are fucking annoying.
I hate you.
The fuck?
We are now on episode 38.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's that? 38?
38.
38.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, episode 38. How does it feel?
Come on, then. How does it feel? Yeah. You asked the question. Now, you know I got a song for everything, bitch.
I understand. And this makes me think about our conversation we were having about, like, once we get to our 100th episode, when that will be, and looking at the dates and stuff like that. Yeah, we was talking a little bit.
Yeah.
It was
we got to do some calculations.
Like, we not that far. Like, it seems like we have, don't get it fucked up. This is just episode 38 for YouTube and all of our platforms.
Yeah, but we definitely had like damn near a whole 9 months to 9-10 months worth of episodes that we were doing. The live days where we was going live on Instagram every Sunday. For Sunset Sundays, I know, for copyright issues. We was just trying to create a vibe, though.
We just wanted the people to be entertained.
Are you not entertained?
And they took our shit.
The fuck? I didn't appreciate that.
Fuck you, Insta.
Yes, fuck you, Metaverse. Fuck
Those
you,
were
Metaverse.
the days, though. Our live. Yo, we definitely
Sunset
gotta
Sundays.
hop on
We were
live.
from Sunset to Super Sunday, bitch.
We did.
Because we didn't upgrade. Like, man, let me upgrade. We didn't upgrade it.
I think that we should definitely do a live, though. I think that we should definitely do a live one of the days. Hop on a live and see what the folks is doing. Test in a time or two.
Live. Niggas gonna get a little person now.
No, they not. Girl, bye.
No, I was joking.
Oh.
I was thinking about something else when I said
I'm thinking
it.
something in my head. Girl, we hang up so fast. Girl, bye.
We'd be like, so I call y'all back. Bye.
Ooh, let me call you back. No, do like Peppa Pig when the bitch couldn't whistle. Here they go that word again, whistle.
What kind of contratto ass?
Yo, I got that from from Mike Epps.
Yes, cause y'all country, y'all contratto.
But remember Peppa Pig when she hung up on a girl because she was mad because she couldn't whistle, and the girl whistled and she was like, "Click." Yo, that joint was on Facebook. That shit is so fucking funny. If you ever seen that clip, please comment.
When you just said
know.
click, I thought about it. I was like, okay, I think I have seen it, but I didn't know it was because she couldn't whistle.
Yeah, the girl was like, "Can you?" She was like, Peppa Pig was asking her like, "I've been trying to whistle and I can't. Like I've been trying to." So she was.
So Peppa couldn't whistle, or Peppa hung up on the bitch.
Peppa hung up on the bitch because she couldn't whistle. The girl and the friend was like,
I heard Peppa was ignorant on the con.
The bitch is evil. Her and Caillou are the worst kids ever for your
I don't
kids
like that
to
little
ever
nigga
follow.
Caillou.
Caillou is bad as shit.
I don't like that little nigga Caillou. He's a bad influence. That nigga's a terrible too.
Yeah, he's a terror on 2 feet. Fuck a 2.
I don't fuck with that little boy. He can babysit. I can babysit his ass. He know he remind me of? He remind me of Bernie Mac nephew.
Oh, Jordan.
Him downstairs.
Just the cream version. Damn.
Him
right.
downstairs. That's who Caillou is.
Him downstairs.
That's who Caillou is. Caillou is Mr. Him downstairs. Looking at motherfuckers like they short, you know. I beat Caillou bald ass. Anyway, you all right?
I didn't want to choke.
I don't choke. I don't choke, my dear.
Sorry. So what's going on? What else is going on this month? So we've got African American Music Appreciation.
Oh, you know I love me some good African American music, honey.
Caribbean American Heritage Appreciation.
Come on, Island.
Shout out to all my West Indians.
Yes, one of them Afro beats and shit.
All my Bodies, all my Domies. What about National Safety Month? Well, what kind of?
You know, I was about to sing in my head. In my head, when you said
Don't
Bodies.
you start your shit.
Whoa,
oh my goodness.
Whoa. Come on. Boricua. Borera. Come on, Dominicano. Colombiano.
Let me see.
You know that's my shit.
You are starting your shit.
Come on. And the hoochie daddies is out there. How you say hoochie daddy in Spanish?
Ain't no such thing as a fucking hoochie daddy in Spanish.
How you say hoochie in Spanish?
There is no such
daddy
thing
is padre. Hoochie
out.
padre. You ain't nothing but a hoochie padre. How you say that in Spanish?
Oh.
Ute hoochie padre. Pump that hoochie padre.
My neurotransmitters are fucking misfiring.
Bitch, how you say it?
Oh,
you ain't nothing but a E2. Do it.
Axons failing. Not enough mind.
Do it. You ain't nothing but a... How you say no? Do it. No. Uche padre.
We are going to stop this
how you say
before
it?
It gets even worse.
You know my verb and stuff be backwards in Spanish. You know I say everything in Spanish like I'm supposed to, like I say it in English.
Girl.
Do it. Uche padre. Do it nothing but a hoochie padre.
You're done? You all right?
You don't never want to give me a Spanish lesson. Like, I've been asking you for that shit since we was in college.
First of all, this is not
you helped me with one assignment. Like, you was the only reason that I didn't fail because you helped me with that one assignment. Like, I don't understand. You were supposed to be my personal Rosetta Stone.
We supposed to be celebrating the heritage of other motherfuckers. And she
we is, bitch.
Berating me over some shit that happened over 15 years ago.
The bitch was supposed to help me learn a new language,
yes,
so I can get along. I'm supposed to be out here as bilingual, bitch. I'm supposed to be Dora, bitch with a C, Cora, bitch.
Well, it ain't safe for Dora out in these streets no more because the swiper is on bullshit. He's swiping everything, so she might want to stay her ass in the house. Oh. Protect your neck.
You leave Lil Meech alone, okay?
Lob the bob and protect your neck. That backpack better be bulletproof hell. Shit. And the price is on that
one. Not the bulletproof backpack. Yo, did you see that the price? Yo, that shit was crazy.
Yep.
Speaking of bulletproof backpacks, did you see the clip going around on the blogs with the guy doing the school chair thing on the door? Like if somebody came in.
Oh, yeah, which was really smart.
That was really smart.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, the fact that we even have to begin to insert and teach things like this.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, it was smart, but that shit is sad.
It is sad. It is. It's unfortunate.
Yeah. Poor unfortunate soul. So sad, but true.
What else we got coming up in June?
We hit a few things last week that are past. I think if we're missing anything, I would like for somebody to let us know. Because I think that's all we had jotted down.
Wait a minute. I just want to let me just put a message out there. Father's Day is coming. And you bitches better not ruin it. Okay?
Moms, I don't want to hear nothing about deadbeat dad.
And bitches is a word that...
I was a full-time father.
Bitches is an umbrella term.
Yes, it is. Bitches is definitely an umbrella term. It goes for you gals and you gentlemen.
Clearly, we are here. We are about to have a great day, and we're here to celebrate the fathers who are active and who are doing what they are supposed to be. Fathers and fathers.
I don't mean I'm your mommy and your daddy. I just ain't supposed to get shot if I got. Oh. I don't want to hear that shit. Oh. I really don't. Oh. Like you bitter bitches. It's not giving Summer Walker's recent album. It's not giving Still Over It. It's not giving for baby mama. I don't want to fucking hear it.
Everybody out. Where do I be? It don't be me.
And the album was a vibe, but like soul wise, I just couldn't relate to it because I didn't go through none of that shit. But I'm just saying, it's giving still over it, and I don't want to hear it. It's giving. I still don't want to hear it.
That part. You know, I don't know. Let me shut up. I ain't gonna start my shit. They could be fucking.
Come on, start your shit. Don't be some shit.
I don't know what that album was about because I don't listen to no fucking Summer Walker, but I will say.
Oh, I thought you was gonna start shit by something else.
She do be seeming bothered. Sorry.
She do be seeming bothered. It's the ball or something.
Anyhow.
I think that's just about it.
I can't with you. I cannot. Let me see something. So, starting off at the top of the list, what do we have today?
You said start it off. I already started off, baby.
Oh.
It's time to set it off.
This is a good one.
Come on, Durandis.
So, do we want to start off with the topic, and then we want to jump into the meme, or what do we want to do? How do we want to jump into this? So,
damn.
Oh, excuse me. I'm just trying not to burp into the thing.
How did we have it set it up?
You said what?
I said, how did we have it set up? I'm sorry, I done totally forgot. I done fucked up the church's money.
It's right here. Hold on.
The money?
It's right here. So.
That's why you my partner. You always got my back. Whatever I don't got, whatever I lack, you pick up.
Yeah, my service is lacking in here today. Anyway.
Same.
So, you be bad, right? So I'm just going to read the meme, and then we're going to tell you what the topic is. So, black men who are 19 and 20 years old are already in relationships with single mothers. A young childless man should not have to be a stepdaddy that early in life. Don't ever prioritize ready-made families over starting your own. So the topic for, the first topic that we're going to dive into is prioritizing ready-made families over starting your own. Is this a culture? I think there is a population out there of people who do that. I think I see that more often than men claim that they don't want to do that. Because it's more so a conversation that I see that happens among men more so than women, although I have had those conversations with other women myself. Because for me personally, a person that doesn't have children, coming up when we were younger, people were getting pregnant early. Mm-hmm. So when we were dating, sometimes you would come across a person that had a kid. Now it's like more often than not, you're going to come across a person who has a kid. That's
I had to lower my standards.
Age we are. It's crazy, and it's not even that you don't have to.
No, I did. When I was coming up, I remember being maybe about 19, 20 or so, and I was just like, damn, every guy I meet has children, because it used to be I didn't want to date men with children at all. Yeah, like if you had children, I didn't want to date you. Now I started to realize that everybody that I was meeting had children, and I'm just like, damn, I actually might vibe with a few of these guys, and I'm like, so I'm just not going to date no fucking body, because everybody got kids. So then I started like, okay, maybe he can have one.
9 to 1. We have graduated, ladies and gentlemen. Yay! Okay, that's better than, I get what you're saying. I still feel like, for me, I'm still slow to warm up to that kind of scenario for me personally, because I know what that entails, and I really do. That's why I didn't get upset when I heard this conversation being had. I've heard men have this conversation, and I just sat back and kind of listened. I saw this meme. It's been discussions I've actually witnessed happen on Facebook. We having all the fucking discussions.
Yes, the aunties and uncles doing it.
And I just felt like, realistically speaking, I do think that you should have some pride about that. I think that you should be more weary about starting a relationship with somebody with kids, because it's super serious. I don't think that you should be just telling somebody, oh yeah, it doesn't matter. No, you should prioritize having your own family versus raising someone else's child. I do think that should be the way somebody should fucking think. And if that is me not having no kids and you not having no kids, that's the fucking family I'm trying to start. That's how I see it, and that's how I perceive it for myself as it applies to my life. But looking out into the dating pool that got a little bit of pee and ammonia in it, couple
oh bitch, it's the ammonia
pills,
for me.
Couple drunk nights, people it be going crazy out here, and it's just like, I mean, shit be
I think
happening.
part of it has something to do with the young love thing, because, and I only say that because both of my siblings fell in love young. Like, by the time, I don't know what the fuck happened to me. I'm a different breed of bitch. But both my siblings fell in love young. They both fell in love in high school. And I feel like if either one is now wife or girlfriend, if they had children prior to meeting my brothers, or if they got pregnant earlier, whatever the case may be, I don't think that would have changed a thing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, for them personally, but for me, yeah. It's going to change a lot for me, because I have to, I can't just say, or I can like you all I want, but realistically speaking, if I don't get along with your child, if I don't fucking like the dynamics that you have going on with them, that's a deal breaker for me. It just is. It always will be.
And you know what's crazy?
Because I'm not about to put myself through that.
I feel like women been with that. It's crazy that you said that, because I feel like women been with that more than men. I feel like a man will deal with a woman who has a child that's not his, right? And if the shit doesn't click, the shit don't vibe, he will leave that woman over there. He might make up a different excuse about it, but that will definitely be a deal breaker for him. I feel like more so what I see with women who don't have children and are dating men with no children, who have children, I feel like they more so they kind of force themselves to like or get along with the child, and or then turn around and then get pregnant by him. So it's that balance in their eyes.
God bless them all, because you ain't got to do all that, sis. It's called.
I don't think they have to do all that, but that's what I see.
True.
I don't feel like all of these women necessarily like all these fucking kids that's by these men. There's no way in hell. Y'all are fucking frauding. Y'all doing this to keep the man satisfied. And I'm not keeping no man satisfied, just trying to satisfy his fucking children.
Because there's a lot of women out here who date and deal with men other than the kid, the man who is the father of their children. When you think about it. Mm-hmm. So I feel like a lot of men do put, especially in today's age, a lot of men do, because I look at it like that too. Like, from a man's perspective, you're coming into the situation and you got to think about it. All right, listen, this child ain't mine, but I got to sit here providing for protect for this motherfucker. You're coming with an extra mouth for me to have to feed and to look after. That's just facts. And for a woman, on the flip side of that, I got to figure out where I fit in this narrative and how I can become more of a, not even saying that you have to try to become their mother, but a nurturing role, because that's ultimately what women bring to the table, as far as not all, but the primary thing is just like, while you're with him, okay, dad's going to be nurturing and loving too, and he's going to be a provider, but you're the female, so you kind of have a different role to fill. And it's just like, do I want to do that? Is it worth it? And will this work? Does the glue does it mesh? I don't think that we should be prioritizing that. And it's interesting because the conversation I was making to on Facebook was as simple as this. The guy made a statement and he said, listen, would you tell your brother, if two women were in front of you, one of the women had 2 kids and the other woman had no kids, he loved both of them, and he told you he loves both of them equally, which one would you tell him to be with? And a lot of people wasn't like answering the question straight dead on. You're not going to tell him to be with the woman with 2 kids. Stop fucking playing with me. You're not going to. If he's telling you he loves these women equally, you're never going to say go be with the woman that has the 2 kids, because you know already what that entails.
What kind of setup it looks like, yeah.
Same for a woman. I don't want no nigga that got 16 different that was sowing his real oats across the tri-state. Yeah. I'm good. I'm straight. Prince Akeem. Keep that. So, well,
I date old niggas, so, if they got about 12 kids, they probably grown.
Listen, some old niggas don't
have no kids. Half of them older
than
me. Yeah, so I've dated older guys with no kids. I've definitely known niggas who are late 40s or over 50 with no kids. It's a thing. It exists. And it's a vibe, because they can get right on planes.
Yeah. I fucking hate you. I hate you.
They ain't gotta worry about planes,
also,
no Pampers.
Another way to look at this, prioritizing, starting your own family over one that's already started. However, I'm fucking up the saying.
That's not mine. Like, I've been in that situation before.
What do you mean?
Like, I've dated somebody who had growing children, And I'm not prioritizing that. Like, okay, I understand that there's going to be times where, you're responsible for your child or your children, and we're going to be together because you're trying to find this balance in being able to spend time with the two of us because we have a growing relationship, and then you have, of course, your children are growing as well. But I'm not going to interfere. I'm not going to overstep my boundaries. I'm going to do what makes me feel comfortable. So if it's something quick, maybe like you're picking somebody up from picking the child up from practice or something like that, because it was your night to do so, but we got a date planned. Like, all right, I'm not gonna be like, all right, well, no, come pick me up back when no, all right, we can pick him up on the way, and then we gonna go and do what the fuck we gonna do. But that's not me interfering. That's me allowing you do what you need to do without me overstepping my boundaries.
You can drop you off afterwards, but I'm saying.
Yeah, like I don't have to. We're not doing this whole. We're not doing Chuck E. Cheese and Family Day and all kinds of shit like that all the time. No real shit. I'm just like, it's like some stuff I understand. Like again, if it's on some shit like we building and we're not building. We're already there, and this is your responsibility because everybody's setup is different. True. You might got the child for a week. Mom might got it. You know what I mean? Shit like that. So I understand. I'm not gonna go a week without seeing my fucking nigga because he got his child. You know what I'm saying? So some things, you're gonna have to work around. But again, that's not dedicating your whole life and giving up everything that you have just so you can fit yourself into this puzzle.
Right. Agreed.
So that at no moment was I ever willing to do that.
Oh hell no, yeah, no.
And I think I was only in one relationship where that had to be a thing. Outside of that, I'm always number one. Because when you date a man with children, the children come first. And that's a thing. And I'm spoiled. I'm a brat. So I'm going bitch. I'm going to make sure the kids have what they need. But after that, where's mine? I go from Zaddy to Zaddy. Where's mine?
Daddy to Zaddy real quick.
It's fine.
From Zaddy to Zaddy real quick.
From the ride to school to the ride on the dick. Where's mine? Okay, thank you. I'm just saying. So, because I know how I am.
Yeah, me too. I do.
So, that's why my shit's like, no kids to one. To now you old, they got to be grown. They can take care of themselves. So. What? Just saying.
I mean, ultimately, and don't get it fucked up, y'all. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do what works for you, but what I'm saying is, when you are young, do not lock yourself into that kind of role or responsibility.
I don't think that's all that has for you.
Explore your options. That's all I am going to say. And there's also something I wanted to point out too that I have to read here. That it also says, if somebody tweeted this. Black boys don't get taught shit about finding good women, vetting women, or having standards for women. They don't get properly prepared on how to look for a good girlfriend or wife. Hell, they don't even get properly prepared on how to watch out for bad women. And I don't know if that's true because I can't speak to that personally because I'm not a man, so I don't know how it is to grow up being a man.
I think that's situational.
Can we ask Marcus, when you were growing up, do you feel like you had those kinds of conversations, or if you were given like tidbits or any advice as to what to look for as far as like how to stay away from the bad apples? Or?
Yeah. I don't think so. I think just because the information wasn't presented to you by the information wasn't presented to me like by my dad, but that doesn't mean that the information wasn't picked up at some point.
Got you.
Like it is true that I wasn't informed about it, but I figured that around that time when I do learn that lesson, I'd be at an age where I can comprehend it.
Got you. So, I see what you mean.
That's interesting.
So you just picked up on it from just living life and being around and just seeing different shit. Of course. Yeah. Because children live what they learn.
Like, as a woman having two younger siblings who are both boys, I felt like it was my responsibility if, like, I don't know what mom and dad was telling them specifically, but I felt like it was my job to be like, some bitches ain't shit. Yeah. Like, I set my brothers down and I told them, this is the kind of bitch you stay away from. this is the kind of, woman you should go towards. I pretty much sat them down and said, you go towards women that are like me and mommy.
Right.
Everybody else, no. They can't be ugly when you bring them home.
Oh, God.
They got to be smart.
All right, now.
They got, what?
Here you go.
They got to be smart. Okay? They have to have some, because common sense ain't so common. They have to have common sense. Like, trust me, when you bring them home, I will be able to assess properly and let you know if you've chosen the right one based off one conversation.
I want to know what you would say. I want to know what the conversation would be.
Oh, believe.
But it depends on what the fuck they would say. Don't come in here saying no dumb shit. Okay, how you doing, niece? Let me tell you something, baby. I'm the kind of person, I vibe with people that we have things in common. For me, I'm the kind of person, just because we might share real things in common, like things that actually have some substance. Just because we might get our nails done the same, or because we might like the same hairstyle or like the same music artist, that don't mean we have things in common. Mm-hmm. We could be the same age. We could be a few years apart, no matter what. Because I would say, and I'm going to be transparent in this moment, and I'm comfortable with it because, who's going to check me? Like, my mom used to often say, before my brother was married, like, I felt like, you and his girlfriend would get along really, really nice. And I said those things specifically as examples. She was like, oh, y'all get your nails done the same. Y'all kind of got the same style. And I said to my mom, that don't mean shit.
Yeah, right.
You know how many bitches get stiletto nails and wear weave?
Yeah. The whole
that I don't fucking like.
The whole Philly site.
the whole world, ho.
The whole world, for real.
Like, I'm like, do you realize? I'm like, that's like certain things are like standard bad bitch puzzle pieces.
Yeah.
Keeping nails and your toes done. Yeah, self-care, keeping your hair done. I'm like, that's basic bad bitch standard.
Yeah.
Like, and you don't even have to be a bad bitch to have that. That's just basic womanly standards. Like, just saying you give some sort of fuck about your appearance and yourself.
Right.
That's all of that's saying. Yeah, that's all of that.
And you don't even have and you don't even have to wear stiletto nails or weave. You could be a naturalista.
Exactly. I'm like,
but that
things like
morning.
that don't mean. I'm sorry, y'all felt like this last was coming up, but anyway, things like that don't make me feel like we have things in common. So that doesn't automatically assume or presume that we're going to get along. Mm-hmm. So, I think as years passed, my family was a little confused because they had maybe this expectation because, again, they saw these surface things that they felt like we had in common. So they felt like, we would be the best of sisters. Oh, it's like the sister you have never had. No, I didn't grow up with no motherfucking sisters, and it's going to stay that way because ain't nobody go through the shit I had to go through with my motherfucking mom house, being the oldest and the only girl. So I take my sibling shit, my role as a sibling, very seriously, especially being the only woman,
right,
and the only female in this scenario. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I always approach my brothers with information like this, and this is the kind of person you stay away from, like I said, and this is the kind of person you don't. These are the kind of things or the kind of characteristics that you would want your woman to have. These are the kind of characteristics you wouldn't want your woman to have. Certain shit. And it even sometimes got down to cultural features. I will be honest and say that. I'm not going to say which ones they were and which ones they weren't. Mm-hmm. But again, I felt like I took that responsibility as being the oldest sibling and the only girl to have two younger brothers to say, when you guys are out there dating, this is what you should look for, or these are, this is the kind of things that you should be aware of.
Women who can be taken into any setting and thrive. Period.
Exactly. You can take me to the Bando or the Oval Office, and bitch, I'm gonna stomp and thump on both.
With the best of them, I'm gonna work the room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, jumping out the Bando, say.
And be in the Bando, we're gonna say I didn't see every whole thump. Okay. Shout out to Gutter.
I fucking hate you, bro. I think that was a good conversation, though.
Yeah, I pride myself on being the older sibling of, and again, and the only female of two boys. I felt like that's part of where this, I guess what people don't like about me, this tough attitude comes from. Mm-hmm. I had to be an example. I had to, our authority figures, teachers, parents always told us to do what? Lead by example.
Yep.
My brothers wasn't gonna be looking up to no bitch. And I mean, bitch, like in character, like no bitch assness. When they looked up to a bitch, they was gonna look up to a real bitch.
Yep.
And no matter, and again, not just because I was a female all the way around, 10 toes down. I'm a real one. Mm-hmm. Like you gonna know. So that's what I needed them to look up to. They wasn't gonna be able to go out there and be like, well, I don't know where this shit was going on. So no. I had to make sure if I wasn't gonna keep it together for myself, I had to keep it together for them.
True. Listen,
and that's just how I felt. And it probably wasn't. It was never told to me that way. My parents was, it wasn't like you got to do this because you're the oldest. Well, for some things it was, but
listen. And now that I'm 33, I'm happy because I don't got to lead shit no more. You bitches are on your
own. You're on your own.
Like, I still love y'all hoes. Y'all can come to me for anything. But you bitches are on your own. I'm done, okay? I'm tired of being the lead bitch of the lead pack.
Go ahead. What Aunt Patty say?
I'm done.
On my own.
I'm tired. I'm retired, okay? Somebody got to take off.
Not tired and retired.
And tied up. For real, yo. Being the oldest of Autumn, they just had me laughing until I was crying the other day about how they stole my clothes one day and threw them in the bottom of my closet like I wasn't going to know. And I was so mad at them. Yo, we was laughing until we was really crying because these dumb, stupid bitches really fucking took the clothes off, bought them up, and put them in the bottom.
What, they warm?
Yes, they was outside in my shit.
Oh, they thought you was doing, thought you wouldn't put them in the
They thought I wasn't going to come home and see it. Like, I'm like, do I have my shit on? No. Lying through they see? No. Fucking
it's the
lying.
face for me. No.
Yo, my sisters was the worst. They always was in my shit. I'm like, I was so...
And this is why I always stung... As irritating as younger brothers were, I always thank God so hard that I didn't have sibling sisters.
Yeah, I had to share everything.
Because I'd have been in jail.
What we have to talk about under this topic is a meme right here. So the meme says, because it's not that one. That's something different. The meme says, even if a woman is paying for a date, she should always give the man her money beforehand. That way he can appear to be paying for the date. This is literally basic manners. And the fact that some of you don't know this is sad. Some of you women got your men out here looking weak. Well, bitch, if that's the case, I can go out to eat by my damn self. What the hell is that?
Moment of transparency.
Let me just...
When I was a man in a relationship, I actually did this.
Oh, God. Oh, no. You did? Pray for you, girlfriend, if I'd have knew that. Because let me tell you something. Nobody could have
I didn't do it all the time. But when I read this meme, I was just like, damn, it just took a throwback. Because, again, just taking me back to years I don't wish to remember. But, yeah, I was in a relationship where I was the primary partner. I'll go ahead and say. And, I remember being out on certain date nights or in certain atmospheres where, of course, because I was the breadwinner,
right,
I would, of course, provide the money ahead of time so it didn't have to be a situation. Again, it didn't happen all the time. It only happened a few times. But it's definitely happened to me years ago. This has been no time soon before, because I can hear you motherfuckers in the comments now. Bitch, I know you fucking... Listen, let me just be very clear. All of this, I can do bad by myself, which is as we named this topic. We named it for a reason because there's a lot of women who get themselves into the predicament to have to do bad by themselves because we got this whole prideful thing. If you fucking with a nigga who you don't, or a guy who don't feel like he's meeting up to your standards, you do need to go do bad all by yourself.
You do.
If you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you feel like you're a woman who does a little bit too much and you want to meet you exactly where you are, you may not necessarily find that. So ultimately, you will be left in a predicament where you're going to have to do bad all by yourself.
Right.
So it's kind of a catch-22, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So again, life happens, you live, you learn, but I was coming from the aspect of I didn't want my nigga to look weak. Also, it was a feeling of embarrassment because I didn't want to feel embarrassed of being the woman and pulling, and being the breadwinner, at that time. So it's like, again, you live and you learn. But now thinking back on it, it's just like, clearly I was the boss bitch in that situation.
Understandably so.
But I would never put myself in that predicament again. If I'm paying confidently and knowing that it's because it's my turn to pay because I'm treating my fucking nigga because I know this is the kind of treatment he gives me all the time.
Absolutely right. Yeah.
So that's where it's coming from nowadays.
Right.
Back then it was coming from, this is the kind of treatment I know I'm gonna treat myself, and because you my nigga, I gotta yeah.
Well, yeah, my situation was different. It was more so these motherfuckers always just had cash and never had cards. So it would be like, run me that cash before we go out. Well, what you getting? What you think we gonna spend? I tell them, I give them a number. They give me. If I need more, they give me the rest later. But it just, when it's time to pay, my card just be the one that goes. But I got the cash in my fucking pocket before my big toe hit the threshold. I don't play with y'all fucking sons. Thank you. I don't play with y'all fucking sons. It's on your Cash App. I'll download it just for you, baby boo. Send my shit.
Like saying, don't get it fucked up. Bitches is going on mid-30s and shit
Real
now.
Shit.
This shit was definitely given early 20s. Like definitely before 25. So don't get it fucked up.
Yeah, that's something completely different. Yeah, we're not going for that right now.
Yeah, we definitely not going for that. That's why I said you live and you learn. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I was always the kind of bitch that liked nice things.
Yeah.
I like nice shit. I like to do shit. I like to have fun. I like to be the fuck. Yeah, I like experiences. I like to be the fuck out here. So that was always me. I was always gonna go catch a fucking vibe.
Period.
At the end of the day, that was my nigga at the time, so I held him the fuck down. Like, period. Let's not get it fucked up. Let's not get out here and act like we ain't hold it down for a nigga. Exactly. Every bitch has been in a situation where they held it down for a nigga who didn't deserve it. Yep. Period. I don't care how old you are. If it only happened to you once, some of you bitches it happens to all the time because you bitches is always doing that. That shit only fucking happened to me once or twice. Never on a thrice tip, bitch. You got me fucked up and again. All that shit was before 25. Mm-hmm. All of it. Mm-hmm. But by the time we 25, bitch, I'm taking myself cross countries, international, bitch, all of that shit on me. About me, on me, bitch. It's giving Maya. It's all about me.
Listen, and honestly, I've only had one situation where I went out somewhere and a guy didn't tell me, oh, I don't have no, I got my card out so fast. I said, oh, this date is over. This is really over.
As it should be.
I'm like, because you should have communicated this beforehand, okay? You don't have me pull out my debit card unexpectedly, or my credit card unexpectedly, or my cash unexpectedly, or my good looks unexpectedly. I'm dead, bitch. Cause your ass lacking on the macking.
And let's be fucking clear.
Shit.
I'm always gonna make sure I'm always gonna fucking have it when I'm out, no matter if you gonna whine or dime me, no matter the fuck what.
Right.
But at this point, since you want to do that now, I'm gonna be the fuck petty.
I'm paying you can for me.
Half, please. Garçon.
I could be petty and be itemized, bitch. But since I'm not a cheap bitch and I know I was fucking some whiskey up tonight, I'm gonna go half.
Cause you tried it.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, I should never experience no shit like that nowadays. Like,
women.
If I ever came across some shit like that, I need to slap myself. Cause why the fuck wouldn't I see some character, some sign or some red flag of some sort of nut ass character like this before?
It's giving dine and ditch. It's giving dine and ditch. And I swear for God,
yeah,
somebody ever try that shit on me. Don't do that shit. It's not good for your health, okay?
Yeah. It's given if you don't have it, I'd rather you invite me over to dinner and give me that choice to say yeah or nay.
Girl.
No, real shit. Because, there's situations happen. Life happens. Dude got different scenarios and stuff that are set up. So I might not have it this week, or shit might be a little low. I'd rather cook for you at home, do whatever the case may be. I'd rather you offer me that than to get out in public and embarrass me.
That's true.
That's my point. I'd rather you, again, get clowned or before you in private before you embarrass me in public.
Save yourself the embarrassment?
Yeah.
That's what we're saying? Okay.
Because I don't like to make, I don't like, I do not like a scene in public.
Me neither.
But,
bitch will make two lefts.
a bitch will go into action real fast. Okay? Thank you. So, yeah, I let's go ahead and end that. Next! What is going to swallow?
I'm trying.
That didn't even sound right, but never mind. Go ahead.
So,
what's the next topic?
I'm gonna turn. I definitely just deleted some shit. I don't know what I did.
Oh, bitch.
So we're gonna make a left. Sorry, I definitely did. Just trying to swallow.
But you just made 3 lefts. Which way is you on the GPS? And you taking the right direction?
I'm gonna just listen. I'm just gonna wing it. I'm right here on the note, and I see something that we can just.
The blind leading the blind, bitch. That's what we on.
So does your significant other affect your professional decision making? Because Money Long shared that she turned down a free feature from Drake in 2008 because her ex-boyfriend was jealous of him pulling up to the studio. So he pretty much was like, yeah, no calls, no nothing, can that. And, now she's not with him. She's married to a whole different man. Way she don't have no Drake. Fumble.
I think Drake still would give her a feature. I think Drake
would look on your face for me. I'm sorry. You think he still would?
I think he still would.
Absolutely, positively. But
for one, because she's pretty. For 2, because she's talented.
Wait a minute. You're right. But
I'm not fumbling no bag over no nigga. You know why? Because they're not about to fumble no bag over us.
But it's 2022. If he ain't call her by now, I don't know.
But she hasn't been doing... I mean, she wasn't as popular now as she was before, back then.
I can't, but
So he might want to do it.
As far as
you know how Drake
artist, I will say it's fair to say that as far as being an artist, as far as being behind the scenes, she was already pretty popular. She had written for a whole slew of people. She's responsible for a slew of hits.
But he might not have didn't know that she was responsible for that. Now that she's out, you know how Drake is. He might want to do it. Hours and hours.
He couldn't know. I think he definitely knew though. I think that's why he called her up. I think that's why he would have wanted her to be in the studio. Think about the niggas that he had ghostwriting for him.
I like to throw that. All right, you wanted something. I
ain't want to just be on your side and shit. To each his own. To each his own.
I see where you coming from, Donice. I feel like my wig's sliding, but I'm going to see where you coming from,
Come on, align the line.
Align, so I'm going to need you in a minute. But I can see where you coming from with that. Again, it's a big possibility he did not know, but I can see where you coming from with it. I'm not, sorry, babes, or future babes. I'm not fumbling no bag for you.
Yeah.
I'm not. Because if Drake called me, I'm going.
Yeah, I'm not.
He gonna get over it. Because when I come back with this bag, he gonna be over it.
He gonna be eating steak and lobster right with you, bitch. And some champagne.
That's some champagne. Come on, real. Champagne.
That's real life.
He's gonna get over it. Just like bitches get over it when niggas cheat. Bitches get over it when they do all kinds of shit and fuck shit over them and make decisions over them that they do not want them to make. But at the end of the day, it ends up circling back around and benefiting them. We get the fuck over it. So what they?
You right.
So I'm gonna go after this bag.
Yeah, me too. Especially if it's not me. And honestly, it's more so a situation whereas I'm just thinking like, if it has nothing to do with me stepping outside of myself and doing anything out of the ordinary.
Right, she wasn't doing nothing wrong.
What I do when I go to the studio, like I'm getting to it. Like I'm writing, I'm putting out hits.
Right,
You can miss me with that shit. And if you're going to be going when I get back, say that then.
Right. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to get a new nigga with this bag or without it.
So So for me, that's where I draw the line at. Like as long as it's not a situation where I feel like I'm compromising
your integrity
or
your morality
or my relationship because at the time she was with somebody, and that was the main thing. She was just like, oh, he was jealous of him pulling up and he was jealous of this and that.
And all he did was
why are you mad?
I think he was just mad because it was Drake and he knew that he could not provide the things for her that Drake can provide for her if Drake decided to shoot his shot. That was completely an insecurity thing.
It definitely was.
Completely insecurity.
Definitely.
I don't think if Drake walked in right now and he wanted to work with your bitch, would you say no? Get your fucking bag.
You want me to get y'all lunch?
I need you one day.
Shit, I be your assistant for that. Y'all want some fucking Starbucks?
You gotta believe that.
And then you would support her in that.
You can't anticipate her cheating because you're afraid.
Right.
Like, you have to at least let her cheat first for you to
become insecure.
To be correct, but you can't be like, no, like I can see it in the future type shit, because
that's not realistic.
You're not believing in.
He thought just because it was a celebrity that she was going to automatically be tempted to cheat. That's not true. Like if Charles Barkley walk in here, I'm not cheating with that nigga.
Yeah, me neither.
If Shaq walk in here, I'm not cheating with that nigga. As much money as he got, I'm not cheating with that nigga.
Me neither.
Like certain niggas, I don't care if it doesn't matter who you are, but for some women it does.
Yeah.
And I think, and maybe that's kind of an insult to her. Maybe he felt like, or maybe Drake could be her type. And he felt like he would have been in some competition. There's so many different ways to look at this scenario.
It really is.
But where we just really don't know, especially due to the fact that now that's not even the man that she's with. So clearly that wasn't the situation that led to their downfall.
Absolutely. And then especially when it gets to a point where you tire yourself out with all the possibilities.
Right.
It's just like, give yourself rest. Trust that person, and if they do something to make you believe otherwise, then that's just it. But otherwise, you can't anticipate, just like he said, shit that ain't even happened yet. Like
you have to treat it like the law, innocent until proven guilty.
Absolutely.
But unfortunately, as human beings, a lot of the time, especially in relationships, we go by the opposite. You are guilty until you prove yourself innocent.
That too.
And a lot in relationships, that's especially with women.
Yeah,
that's what we do.
And then you don't even know. It couldn't even been Drake. It could have been, even if it was, it could have been and not even necessarily him. It could be someone that's around him. You don't even know. You're so worried about Drake. It could be the studio person that cleans up her trash once she's done a session. He could be trying to get at her every week because you see her in there grinding. Like, you so worried about Drake, you don't even. Oh boy, boy, stop.
Yes, honey.
Okay. Damn, Money Long, but shout out to you because you have been putting out them hits though. Your single's been bopping.
She has a cute little voice.
She does.
She's a beautiful girl. I do feel like I want to hear more from her. And when I say more from her creatively,
and I'm not gonna. All right.
She's giving me Queen Naija, and when I say by that, I mean what you're giving me on your stuff. I know you can do way more than, because you've given more than that on other people's shit.
I get what you mean. Yeah, I understand. See, I'm not really into Queen Naija like that, but I do. But for me, just like knowing, becoming accustomed to the different bodies of work that she has, had some hand in, and it have been hits, it's just like, well, damn. First of all, the fact that this says California King, why didn't I love Rihanna to death, and that was really honestly,
that's one of my favorite songs.
I feel like that song was probably destined to get to Rihanna, but because for me, vocally, that really pushed Rihanna outside of
that's one of her best songs vocally
that we've ever heard her. Like, it kind of like, it was like, okay,
never knew she could reach that far until I heard that song. I was surprised.
Imagine Money Long singing that song. Because to me, honestly, I wouldn't necessarily compare her to Queen Naija. For me,
no, I wasn't comparing to her. I was saying what I was saying for her. Yeah, I was saying talent wise, give me more. I've heard, and the only reason why I said that about Queen Naija, I don't get into her like that neither. But it was a clip I saw of her.
Yeah, when she said
going
she could
around
do different kinds of music, country or that.
And I actually heard her sing it, and it was a live clip, and I forgot what song she was singing. I was like, what the fuck? It wasn't one of her own songs. It was somebody else's. I think it was a Whitney song. It was somebody else. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, none of her songs give this.
Yeah.
Vocally, none of her songs give that. And that's what I mean by she gives me Queen Naija. I feel like vocally, you just give me very blah. Like vocally, you give me songs that Jhené Aiko would give me.
Yeah, true.
But vocally, I can tell you can do much more than that with your voice. So that's what I want to hear.
But the way she sang that song, I really like it.
Yes, they did.
A lot of these R&B bitches cannot sing that way. A lot of the bitches that you bitches love right now cannot sing like that the way she did on that track. I don't think none of them is, because to me, I'm sorry, the ones y'all love sound stuffed up all the time, like they taking the shit on the toilet when they sing.
Yeah, I'm like, it was a very lazy tone that she sung in, but it was very clear. It wasn't nasal.
No, it wasn't.
I'm like, again, because the tone that she sang in is the tone that again, Jhené Aiko normally sings it, but they sound totally different. They sound completely different. That Hours and Hours sounds like sounds like a song that Jhené Aiko would have given.
Yeah, but they don't sing. Yeah,
but they don't sound the same.
They don't.
They sound completely
Her range is
different. That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. That was lazy. That was a lazy song for her for money. Yeah, that was a lazy song for her.
That would have been a performance.
She did it in one take. She did it just chilling on some humming shit. So you can tell that
washing the dishes.
Beyond that, she can do a whole lot more. And that's why I said she gives me Queen Naija, because I heard that one clip of Naija singing. I'm like, bitch, you give me a whole lot more than what you give a whole lot more than what you are giving out on these songs.
Yeah, because I'm like imagine the reference track for California King.
Yeah,
imagine that. I just want to put that out there. And
I would love to hear her version.
And we know for I'm just and I love Rihanna, but money's gonna sing the fuck out that song. Number one, she wrote the shit. Number one. And she can actually fucking sing. It's the difference between people who write these songs who it might not sound as good coming from them. But for me personally, I feel like if she would have sang that song, it was important for Rihanna to get it because we needed to see the growth and she needed to have that staple song in her career. It was a very monumental song for her career personally. It was important for us to get that from Rihanna. However, I feel like if she would have broke that record, I feel like that shit would have took the fuck off. Me personally, because I think she would have sung the shit out of that song.
I feel like if she redo it, she still can.
Absolutely.
And again, I'm Rihanna Navy.
Period.
Rihanna fucking Navy.
Betty at the Navy.
But again, crazy. It's something about hearing the writers.
Version.
Who are actually artists. Who are actually artists too behind songs. Like, think about it. I to this day, I still want to hear Neo sing "To the Left, to the Left." I still want to hear Neo sing "Irreplaceable" on the male side. I still want to hear that shit to this day. Neo, give it to me, thank you. Even if you just send it to me in a little clip, I don't give a fuck. I won't release it. I promise. Outside of NDA, but I want that for myself.
And some people know, like, some people think they should be high, but some people know, like, this ain't for me. Somebody else got to sing this. Somebody else got to rap this. Sometimes some people got to be told, like, no, that ain't for you. You can't say that.
Or you write something, you know that this is going to sound perfect on this person's voice or this person's style or this person's energy can bring different things to the lyrics. And
I would love to see them on the track together. I don't know about y'all, but yeah, I would love to see that. I think that would be a dope musically for me personally. Let's see what they would be able to do. Drake's where he can sing anyway, so he might as well hop on the track.
Don't do that.
Anywhere.
I'll take care of you.
Drake is the nigga of the.
You know that. That's my favorite fucking Drake album to this day. I don't care what nobody say.
It is.
Take Care was a fucking vibe, bitch. Period. Period.
Yeah. Yo, we just went through a whole.
Where was we at?
I don't even know.
Bitch, we was at Take Care.
The end, basically.
Don't. That was the end. We need to
give them a boss of the week, but that was a good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I do have something to say.
Hold on.
Chris Brown is about to drop this month. Ladies and gentlemen, can we just clap for that? Because I'm hyped.
Chris, I'm going to let you know now. I need a Chris Brown
people is tired of waiting.
Initial. I hope he went back and got John Tay in them.
Because judging by the sounds of Warm Embrace, a.k.a. We, it gives me that nostalgic musical feeling that he always is good at giving, because it's just like, I love the lyrics, I love the production, I like the vibe of the whole song. I love the song Warm Embrace. I love it. It's so cute. It's really, really nice.
It sounds like some of his other stuff, like you said, but it's cute.
It gives you that same nostalgic. You know what I'm trying to say. But as long as this album is it. Because for me, the last album...
Don't give me 21 songs of bullshit.
Heartbreak on a Full Moon was my shit. Till this day, I listen to that entire album. I love that album. Yes, I do. That album is crazy. Like, it has such a range of music on it. To me, personally, I really love it. Not every single song, but a majority of that music really did grow on me. And I don't know if it's a time for my
it sounds like I'm listening to 3 different CDs.
But it really is like, yeah, it is, but I can appreciate it. Like, it wasn't, even the album cuts is fucking bangers. And it's crazy because I just heard somebody, it's a couple of songs, I forgot what song he was talking about. And I'm like, yo, it's crazy that he didn't come out with this as a single because you would have thought that this would have been a single. But the fans, like, you know, fans happen to pick shit. You know, sometimes people don't pick.
I think the dominance of his fan base, I believe, started to change over time.
It did,
and
which is why more pop.
Yeah, which is why his hit singles started to change over time as well. Because I'm like, you can give me you can give me wall to wall, bitch.
But I think that's the reason why he came out with Warm Embrace because it kind of takes you back. It's not like that.
It reminds me of that X album.
Yeah. Oh well, I didn't listen to that.
The X album.
What's the X album?
The album that had the X on the front. I forgot what it was called.
I don't know what you're talking about.
With the red X. Chris Brown's album. The album with the red X that was on the front.
I don't think it's a red X. I think it was one named Fame and Fortune. Fame, Fortune.
Yeah, Fame was the one that I didn't like that.
Which one?
What's the name of that album? It's called X. Yeah, that's the album.
Never listened to that album. I'm not even gonna lie. That's why, because I never listened to.
That's what that was giving me. Yeah, that's the vibes that was giving me.
Does he have another album? Is that album named Royalty? The one he's black and white, and he has a song called named by his door. That album is called Royalty, right? Yeah. That's a song that Grass is Green. That was my shit. I burned that song into the ground.
I like that album.
Grass is Greener.
Yeah.
It had some
like I said, it was black and white. Yeah, and I like that album.
He was holding Roro on the front, I believe.
Yeah, I like that album.
Yeah, because it's a couple albums I skipped over, but all in all, he's one of my favorite artists. I feel like I grew up with the nigga. We the same age. We 3 years apart and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Just make this a good one, Chris.
So y'all gonna throw a party?
We should. Me, him, and me. You know. The 5th, the 6th, and the 8th.
Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished?
Shit, throw Janet in. She like May 18th or some shit like that.
Control.
But yeah, I guess, I'm just excited. That's the music that I'm excited for. Chris Brown, I can't really think of nobody else off the top of my head, but you know, summertime.
Yo, Gotti said he was dropping something too.
He better.
Yeah, I think it was just last night.
First of all, the album he just dropped was fucking Women. I'm sorry.
Now I ain't gonna lie. When I turn into a nigga, okay.